good afternoon, or good evening. I'm up on my roof, just taking it in. It's so warm, it's so pretty out. I love the clouds. I had some friends over yesterday. It was the first time I've really hosted people at my apartment, which is very small, but I'm really glad that it wasn't an issue for anyone. We spent most of the time up here on the roof, actually. Had wine, had pizza. So my voice is kind of gone. That was the most socializing I've done in a while, too. I got some work done, and now it's about lunchtime. And as a treat for the work I finished, we're going to be finishing The Raven Boys today. I love this book. It's strangely becoming popular again now, so I was like, okay, I'm so curious, I have to know. And it really is as good as people say. So let's finish The Raven Boys. Guys, I don't even know what to say. I'm still processing. I need to read the second one immediately. Feels like a season of good TV. I recently got my library card, so I've been very excited to read a bunch of stuff from the library, but I have also been itching to get something off of my physical TBR from my shelf, so maybe I'll pick up a short one that I can read in a day or two, so that by the time I do get to the library, I will be ready to go. This is something I did about a month or so ago. I went to a reading club, which is like an hour or so of quiet reading time in a coffee shop. It was so much fun. It's like the second time I've done it. I will absolutely be doing it again. But I had the idea to bring Agua Viva by Clarice Lispector because it's short. It's like 80 pages. It's like a stream of consciousness novel. And I was like, I'm going to sit down and read this whole thing in one sitting. And that's what I did. So that book is so dense, with so many beautiful thoughts in it, and definitely one that I'm glad I read it in one sitting, but it's also one that I can see myself returning to and getting something different out of it every time. I'm excited to revisit that someday when I feel like I need to hear that message again. And then I was about halfway through a book that I ended up DNFing, which was The Second Death of Locke by V.L. Bovalino, I believe. But while I was reading that, I did the same thing I did with a short book. I picked up Turgenev's First Love. Again, another like 80 or 90 page novella about a young man recounting his first true love. So beautifully written, being neighbors and visiting each other in the garden and having those secret moments. So it's a really beautiful story. And it ended up being like reality TV levels of drama at the end. I have a lot of those really short reads on my shelf that I'm thinking that maybe I'll grab one of those just to check something off of the physical TBR before I can get to the library and get the second Raven Boys. So I appreciate you being here. Go outside, look at the blue sky. Or if it's gray, maybe it's a different color. If it's multiple colors, you should take a picture of it, because I bet that looks really cool. I think that's all I have for you today. Bye. Welcome to my desk. This is the PC that I rarely use, except only to play Stardew Valley at this point. I built her myself. I'm always taking new game recommendations. Will I have time to play any of them? No. That's still way too hot. Anyway, I hope you're well. So it took a couple weeks after I came back from Ojai before I just received these, but I wanted to show you them because I'm really proud of them. I will preface, and like, they're not works of art. Okay, this was my first time ever doing pottery in this way, but I am just like so excited about them for it to be something that I made. The first thing is this blue little trinket plate, and you can see everything's very uneven. It's a little thick around the sides, but I am so proud of this. Next, I will show you, I made this vase. This one, I won't lie, the instructor helped me with quite a bit. Really proud of this guy. The color turned out really beautiful on this one too. It's this nice reddish color with these kind of gray undertones going on. Next I have this, I know for a fact it was made by me because it's this wonky cup. As you can see, it is not symmetrical. It's a little like fatter on one side than the other. I am obsessed with this. I actually think it's stunning. It's something I would have bought at a store. I love it when it looks handmade. I love it when it looks wonky. And so I'm glad that was conducive to me not knowing how to do pottery turns into something that I'm actually really excited about. So I love this kind of eggshell speckled glaze that came on this one. It's a nice matte texture, which I really like. So I've had mini coffees in this already. And then the last thing is this bowl. I could have sworn it was bigger when I made it. Again, not even on the sides at all, but what I'm so thrilled about this one is the color. I'm not sure how well you can see it. It's one glaze that turns into this kind of navy orange spiral. It's such a beautiful texture. I love the shiny finish. Just wanted to share those with you. Again, it feels really amazing to have made something with my hands that I'm really excited about and want to look at and to use every single day. I hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna go make some dinner. I hope you drink something warm, and thank you for being here. Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm here to give you a little haul. My dear friend Noah and I went to Amoeba yesterday. I had never been there before, and she's been a million times. And she's like, we have to go, you're gonna love it. So I said, all right. And I did love it. And I walked away with far more than I planned on purchasing there. Just a few things that I really wanted to show you. I bought The Age of Innocence, which is a Martin Scorsese picture. This is, of course, based on Age of Innocence by Edith Wharton. It follows this young man living in the upper echelons of New York society in the 1800s, and his engagement to this girl, I believe her cousin comes into town and kind of stirs things up. It's kind of scandalous that she's there, and he tries to help her deal with the reason that she came to New York in the first place. I watched this after I watched Wuthering Heights. I'm in that period piece mood and I need something to scratch that itch. This absolutely did. I have never seen a film that is so ornate. It was so full of stuff, and it just really captured like the almost aggressive level of opulence that these people had in this time. I actually didn't know there was a book until after I watched this. Okay, the next one, neither of these two are going to be very artsy or serious. Actually, that's a lie. These are both very serious and very important movies. I own this already, but I did not own it on Blu-ray. Mamma Mia. This movie raised me as a child. This was one of the movies that made me love movies. Every woman in this film has such a sense of themselves and who they are and what they're after and what they want. So inspiring to me. Third and final is actually a collection. I was not looking for this when I went. Honestly, I've never seen it at this low of a price. And that is the Lord of the Rings trilogy with the extended editions. I am so really excited about this. I read, was it last year? I think it was actually 2 years ago now. I read the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogy during one summer, and it changed my life. I had never seen any of the movies. I just read all the books. And so as soon as I finished that trilogy, my boyfriend was like, all right. And we had a marathon. We watched all 3 of these. The first 2 we watched in the extended edition, and then the third one, Return of the King, we did not have time to watch the extended edition because it was so late and we had somewhere to be that night. And I'm like, to this day, it still like itches me that I have not seen the extended edition of the third one. Thanks for coming to the haul. I make an effort to only buy the films that I really, really love and I really, will return to multiple times. So I'm really excited to have the collection that I have. I'll see you guys later. Bye.